Right. So if you clicked on this video, you most likely want to get in shape this year and you're not that happy with the results that you've achieved so far in 2025 or in general in these past few years. And if I had a guess, you're already kind of putting in the work, right? So you're putting in the effort, you're going to the gym, you're following what you call a healthy diet, but you're not getting nothing in return. And I know it's frustrating. It's kind of like going to work for weeks without actually getting a paycheck, right? And so I was like thinking about all the things that I've done in these past couple months to actually get the physique that I have right now and get to where I am, even talking about how I feel. Sometimes it's not just about how you look, but it's even internally, right? In the first picture, I was feeling like so uncomfortable every time that someone just called me for, I don't know, for example, going to the pool. I was always finding some sort of excuses, right? Because I was feeling so uncomfortable getting my shirt off. And so, yeah, of course, it was not a great feeling. I was not like 500 pounds, but at the same time, I was not where I wanted to be. And so, yeah, I resumed all the five non-negotiable, I would say, that I would do if I was starting from zero. But before we're getting to it, just want to say that all this information that I'm about to give you are literally useless if you will not apply them, right? I have clients just like me that was able to achieve similar transformation, such like Oliver. Oliver is been with me for 3 months and 10 weeks between these pictures. This was a body recomp. He dropped a lot of body fat while keep progressing at the gym. Then we have Caleb. This was a 12-month transformation. He dropped 50 pounds, not 15, 50 pounds in 12 months. Then we have Darshan. This was a 90-day transformation, dropped a lot of body fat while keeping the exact number or in general lean mass of muscle. But yeah, just like I told you, if you don't apply what I'm about to tell you right now in this video, just get off this video right now, right? But if you're going to apply them, most likely you will get where you want to be. So I'm about to show you the exact game plan that I would use to get shredded if I was starting from zero. First of all, we have the gym split, right? Of course, the gym split really depends on your availability throughout the weeks and how busy is your schedule. That's why I always give different option based on the days that you can actually train. I see people come to me that are like, okay, if I train 6 days a week, I will have a better physique of the one that is training 3 days a week. Forget that, okay? Less is better. The goal of all these plays right here is to be able to hit the muscle twice a week, right? Of course, you must train to failure. The goal of all of that is breaking the muscle fiber in order to recover the muscle fiber stronger and healthier when you will go to rest the day after. That's why I always say, let's prioritize recovery in every aspect. Of course, track your weights. The week after, when you go into the gym, you have to know exactly the weight that you've used the week before so that you can say, okay, last week I got 100 pounds on the lat machine for 8 reps. All right, perfect. This week I will get 10 reps. Usually, what I give is 8 to 12 rep range. For example, on the lat machine, you have 3 sets of 8 reps. You've done 100 pounds for 8 reps. The week after, 100 pounds, 10 reps. The week after, 100 pounds, 12 reps. When you reach 12 reps with perfect form, what you do is hike the weight and go back to 8 reps and do the same every single week. That's how you actually progress. Also, move your body on off days. I can't stress enough how important this is. Just found something to at least stay active throughout the day, even if it's a rest day. I don't care. Found something to stay active. It could be some steps, some sort of activity, but don't lay on your bed on rest days for the whole day, right? Talking about steps, the second point is the daily zeros, right? So 100 push-ups a day and 10K steps a day minimum. First, Talking about the push-ups, what I recommend doing is just split them into sets. I don't know, what I usually do is like 3 sets, 35, 35, and 30 reps. Okay, mine seems stupid for someone, but trust me, that's not. This will build a crazy discipline throughout the days, throughout the months. And so I definitely recommend doing that. Talking about the steps, it's basically something that will help you get more calories in, so eating more, so at the same time absorb more nutrients from the food, but at the same time burning calories, so staying in a deficit and losing weight. The third point is sleep mastery. Like you spend 33% of your life sleeping, so at least make it worthwhile, right? If you're struggling with sleep, I highly recommend supplements with magnesium. And what I even recommend is using tools. It could be whatever. For example, eye mask, nose strips, whatever make it easy for you. Use that. I highly recommend that. I don't care if I look stupid while going to sleep, but at least I will wake up like feeling amazing. And something that I really recommend is leaving your phone out of your room. The third point is the 5-4-5 method. This is something that I've been doing for the last couple of months and that's helping me a lot. It's basically writing down your goals, right? If you're failing to plan, you're planning to fail. I always say that. Don't expect crazy results in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We are talking about months, right? The last point is please eat in a sustainable way. Don't trust those people that tell you to cut all the cookies, cut all the processed food. I mean, of course, you have to reduce the amount of that weekly, but doesn't mean that you have to get rid of that. What I usually recommend is the 80-20 rule, right? So 80% healthy food and 20% whatever you want. Also, prioritize protein. I can't stress how important this is, and all my clients know, but it's crucial if you're trying to build muscle. I usually recommend this range, so 0.8, 1 gram per pounds of body weight, right? Snack on fruit. This is the key if you're trying to lose weight. Most people use processed food to actually snacking. So what I recommend and what has actually helped me a lot in the past is snacking on fruit. Whatever you like. It could be strawberry, kiwi, grapes, literally whatever. And I highly recommend that. And they're also high on fiber, so they're really great. When you feel like craving, I highly recommend going to zero sugar drinks. Honestly, they're so helpful. They've helped me a lot in the past, losing those 30 pounds. And they will just overall make your weight loss journey so easy. So, yeah, honestly, I highly recommend it. So, yeah, if you want to go over everything, so diet, of course, 80-20 rule, prioritize protein, snack on fruit, go crazy with zero sugar drinks. I mean, not like 10 a day, but you get me. Um, Write down your goals. That's so important in the morning. Found something that you will be able to stick daily so that you can reach your goals long term. Sleep, so important. You spend 1/3 of your life sleeping, just like I told you before. Make it worthwhile, right? The daily zeros. So every morning, 100 push ups a day and daily 10K steps a day minimum. You know, most people are able to get 3 to 4K steps a day just because they walk. So they get 4K steps a day without even realizing. What I want you to aim for is 10K steps a day. That's literally the simplest way. And then, of course, the split. The split really depends on the day that you have available. I don't know if you want to take a screenshot, but I highly recommend using this split based on this number of days. They will make you actually eat your muscle twice a week. And that's crucial if you're trying to build muscle. So stick to these 5 non-negotiables daily. Don't expect crazy results in like 2 or 3 weeks. We're talking about months. And if you're actually willing to stick to this schedule for a long-term period of time, that's where you will actually start seeing crazy results. And if you're looking for a more in-depth accountability, a community that have your same goals, full of like-minded people, a structured plan based on your schedule and on your type of body. I have a link in my bio. Just fill that out. I will reach out to you ASAP. Or if you want, just reach out to me on Instagram. It's kind of the same. I have the link in bio even for my Instagram. So yeah, my goal is to just make everyone get in shape, either it fits with me or not. I genuinely want to help people because, in my opinion, everyone deserves to know how it feels to be able to get your shirt off without being ashamed of your own body.